I chose verbal and nonverbal communication to do my speech over. This is my audience. I can't get all y'all. Hold it. Okay. Alright, I wasn't only able to get 4 people. In our book, the chapter explains how easy it is for people to misunderstand the meaning between verbal and nonverbal communication. Verbal communication is the act of using words or sounds to express ourselves. Nonverbal communication is communication without spoken language. We use speaking in multiple forms and we use verbal and non-communication in our everyday life. Okay, and for a visual aid that we have to have, I wanted to do asking the audience questions between if they could identify verbal and non-verbal communication. Okay, can you tell me which is identified as verbal or non-verbal? Should I show y'all?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay. All right. Okay. What would you identify rolling my eyes as?
Nonverbal.
Okay. What would you identify reading a book to toddlers as?
Verbal.
Okay. And what would you identify writing a letter as?
Nonverbal.
That's wrong.
Wait, what?
They're not even talking.
It's not. They're not talking.
Okay, it is verbal. As I read in the book, writing a letter is the same as is a different way of communicating verbally instead. We all know verbal communication is when one or more persons are speaking to another. It is happening when a teacher is explaining a lesson or to friends or sharing a story. We also use verbal communication through sign language and writing letters. Can you hold this? Nonverbal communication may be used more often than we think. You can gesture someone to come here as an example of using nonverbal communication. If someone that you don't like is talking to you and you have arms crossed and you won't look at them, your body language is communicating that you don't like them. As a personal experience for verbal and nonverbal communication, working with children like I do, kids have shown me their amazing ability to pick up on many nonverbal communications. An example is such as if I'm having a rough day, I've had many just come up and give me a hug without me saying anything. Sources that I've read examples of these on are skillsyouneedtoknow.com, and this went over learning grammar and communication skills correctly. Another one is courses.lehmanlearning.com, which goes through the explanations of verbal and nonverbal, as well as giving examples of each. And my book, when I read the chapter over them, also gave some examples of these two.